Alright, now today we're going to be sticking some new graphics on my KTM. Now the first thing you need to do before installing some graphics to your motocross bike is you want to give the whole bike a good clean down. You might think it's clean, but it's worth giving it a clean off first. Then if you're going to be reusing old plastics, obviously you want to take your old graphics off and clean the bike again, get rid of all the sticky residue from your old graphics, and if you've got any marks or any high points, you want to get yourself a Stanley blade, razor blade, and just take off any of the high points. That will avoid any imperfections in your new graphics. It will get rid of any air bubbles and things like that, and it will go down nice and smooth. After removing your old graphics, you'll find areas like this where dirt has gotten in underneath your old graphics, so you need to get in there with some soapy water, some contact cleaner, and give all this a good clean up so that there's no dirt underneath your new graphics. Right, so we've gone ahead, taken the seat off. Now, to remove your old graphics, no real science to it, just get yourself an edge and peel it off. What I will say is sometimes a bit of heat can be a good friend to you, so that there's less of this sticky residue. So just get yourself a heat gun, just warm it up a little bit. See just how much of the glue residue is left on that, so it's going to take a fair bit of cleaning before we start applying new graphics. Now this next step you want to do, even if you have brand new plastics, you want to get yourself some contact cleaner and just really clean everything. Make sure there's no oily residue left anywhere, any greasy points. We want to make sure these graphics stick down really well, particularly in these areas. So if you're using old plastics, and once you've taken your graphics off, you want to pay close attention to all these edges. It's where dirt tends to build up, and if you've still got dirt there and you put your new graphics on, they're just going to start lifting and your graphics are going to look crap. Right, so now once everything's clean, what I always like to do is leave the backing on just for the minute. You just want to dry fit it, offer it up and eyeball it. Gives you a rough idea of how it's going to go. You can double check that everything's going to fit properly, and see how it's looking pretty sweet. Peel the backing off. How we're going to do this is we want to line up the point on the end first, just like that. Just tap that down, hold it in place. I'm going to lightly lay it down, checking that all my lines match up both sides, and slightly off. Don't be afraid to pull it off and start again. To make sure you get it spot on, just like that. Now, you always want to start from the middle and just slowly work your way out, just using your finger. You can use an applicator if you want to, but I don't see the need to myself. Just work out any bubbles you get along the way. For crying in the mud. 7 can without being disturbed this time. So you want to work from the centre, work your way out to one side, like that. Just moving any air bubbles out along the way. And same again here. Now one thing I always try and avoid to do is grab hold of the graphic back in anywhere close to the edge, because any of like oils or anything on your skin may disturb that glue and you don't want it tearing up from the edge. So again, working my way from the centre, taking out any bubbles all the way along. There we are. And then let it lay down, you're happy with it, get yourself a heat gun, just apply a little bit of heat. Don't go too mad because you don't want to damage the graphics or the plastic. If you haven't got a heat gun, a hairdryer will work fine. A little bit of a bubble there, so work that one out. Now if you find when you finish the graphic you've got a bubble right in the centre and you don't want to peel it all the way back to get that bubble out, you can always just put a pin or just poke a little hole in it with a blade and you can work your bubble out from there. Okay, now for the shroud, same again. Just going to dry fit it first without taking the backing off. Get a rough idea of how it's going to fit. Now these can be a little bit more fiddly, especially on this one because there's several holes, but most bikes you have holes in 3 corners and you want to make sure you get all them to line up. Now the way I do these is I like to just peel the strip right out the centre. In like that. So we got the strip taken out of the centre, and now we just want to get it to a point where all those holes line up nicely, and so do our edges. So just carefully put that down, check all the edges, make sure they're all good, make sure I'm happy with everything, which I am. So we're going to start as always from the centre, work our way out. So peel that back, I'm going to start down the bottom, peel the rest of that backing off. Say if you make a little mistake, you can always lift these back up and give it another go. See, you've got a little bit of a crease there, so we'll just peel back a little bit, knock it down. There. Work out any creases, any air bubbles along the way. Same up here. Graphic's going on really nicely. Okay, now same with the top. Peel back a little bit. So get the rest of that backing off. Again, working from the centre, all the way up. Some of these can be quite tricky where you've got a bend going one way then the other. If you struggle with it, just gently heat it with a heat gun. I should get you around, but I think I'm going to be alright. Back. It's as easy as that. Work out. Bubbles, you can just just lift it back up. Just work it in. Just like that. This top curve goes two different directions. So, I think I'll get the heat cut on that one. From one end all the way over, so you're just applying that small amount of gentle heat. You can work all of your creases and bubbles out just like that. And again, same as the rear mud guard, I like to just give the whole graphic a bit of heat, get that glue nice and sticky, so they know it's not going to peel. There, bubble there, look. You can just work them out nicely with your fingers after you've applied a little bit of heat. That's another one done.
Forever and ever, now it's over like you wanted. Try to fix it, going nowhere, running empty. 1,000 streetlight preachers in my head, the eyes are slowly sinking. Don't be scared, so go get what you're looking for, 'cause I could be the one you find, I could be the one you find, in a world where no one loves you more. Let me be the one you find, I could be the one you find, and I could be the one. Can be the one. Can be the one. Can be the one. The highway to nowhere, nothing lost and nothing gained. We lost all our oxygen, fighting fire with the flame. Our souls are sold in pieces, we fade away, a million tiny moves we can't say. So go get what you're looking for, 'cause I could be the one you find, I could be the one you find, in a world where no one loves you more. Let me be the one you find, I could be the one you find, I could be the one. I could be the one. it's over like you wanted. We tried to hold on, now it's over like you wanted.
There we go, and it is that easy to change graphics on your motocross bike. Now, once you got to this stage where they're all done and they're all on, I like to go over everything with the heat gun and really cook them graphics on there. Just warms that glue up and they shouldn't come off very easily again. And a lot of suppliers of the graphics recommend that you don't ride your bike for a good 24 to 48 hours after applying them, so don't go putting new graphics on and go for a ride straight away, because it may not work out too well. So there we are, I've got some new handguards to stick on, and that's me pretty much done with this, ready for the next season. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Ash, this is Motorcycle Repair Tour Bay, and we'll catch you in the next one.